got tangled. Like as soon as I pushed go. Good morning, everybody. I am doing an impromptu live here on Behind the Scenes with Tiffany. I'm here at the DFW Fiber Festival. If my microphone is not, if it's difficult to hear me, please let me know and I can bring the camera closer. Because this was impromptu, I didn't bring my microphone with me, so my voice might not be as crisp. And my voice might be a little hoarse as well because this is day 3. This is Sunday. I mean, I'm live. You know it's Sunday. Hi, Mary. I love how when I say hi, Mary, my voice, I go like really low, like, hi, Mary. But yeah, it's day 3 here at the Fiber Festival. I've gone live each day. So I got here Thursday during setup, and I did some setup quick footage that I threw on my Instagram stories. Then Friday I went live on Instagram and I walked the entire event and I did interviews with booth vendors, and we talked about their craft. Some of them we talked about their products, depending on if it was something new that I had never seen before. Just a lot of talking, and then I talked with people around the event, and then so that was Friday. Saturday I went live on Facebook because there's some people that they do Facebook but they don't do Instagram, and I wanted them to feel like they had an opportunity to also feel some love and feel the experience. So I did the walk again on Saturday. It was a little faster, a little shorter because I kind of knew where to hit. Hi is simply made by hand. I don't know why I do that. I'm such a dork. I say hi to people and I get all like goofy. So Saturday I did the exact same thing, walked the event, but I was a little faster because I kind of knew what to hit and where to go. Hi, Nessa. And then today I'm like, I've walked this event like so many times. I did my lives, and then I also did some still shots, taking pictures of really cool stuff, you know, getting in there, you know, it's funny, I brought all my gear so that way I could take really good footage, capture really good moments, but I ended up using my phone the whole time. I mean, phones have gotten to the point where they're easier and either as good, if not better, than some of those high-tech large cameras. I mean, I got the large camera and I use it when I record my videos, but instances like this, it's a lot easier to use my phone. So I just ended up putting my camera in my car, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna leave the big backpack, you know, there and just kind of tote this around. Today I'm tired. I'm just tired. My voice is like almost gone. And so I'm like, you know what? The one thing I haven't done yet is just sit and crochet. So I'm just dinking around, got my bag here, and I'm going to just kind of be here and go live with you guys, my behind the scenes people. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Racine.
If you're in the building,
Aw, I've been thinking about you, Racine, this whole entire event. I've been nervous because I've been all over the place. I have been like in the back, behind the scenes here, like backstage-ish areas. I've been on the second floor, the third floor. I've been all over the place capturing content. And I was worried that I missed you, Racine. So the fact that I know that I didn't, I feel better. But I'm sorry that your dog isn't feeling well. I hope that he feels better soon. It's sad when our little puppies, our puppy babies get sick. But while I'm here, Sunday, I was like, I'm gonna just hang out with you guys. Throw on the live, impromptu. I had no intention of doing it, but I was like, you know what? I wanna hang out with you guys. Talk a little bit. Answer questions if you guys have anything. So I don't know, some of you know, Mary, I know you know, the assigned color pooling yarn that we learned about at the Winterstorm Ranch because Euphoria Knits had some assigned color pooling yarn. Well, it was created by Dawn Barker. She's a yarn dyer. I met her at H&H in Chicago, and she's here at the festival selling her yarn and teaching classes. And so I had to go by her booth, and I bought one of her yarns. So the original Dawn Barker assigned color pooling yarn. Wanted to support her, and I'm like, I have it, but I'm gonna wait. Because I not only bought her yarn, but I bought but that I'm gonna use for the giveaway or the contests. I'll show you guys. So when I get back home, I'll record like an actual video of like the whole event, and I'll compile the pictures and some of the videos that I took while I was here, and make like a whole video, and I'll include in that video the yarn that I bought, and 2 of the yarns are prizes for the Halloween. I'm talking really slow, I'm sorry, like I'm just trying really hard to mentally keep it together. But I bought 2 skeins from Hank Me Home Tonight, because I just get a big kick out of her yarn colors and names of her yarn. It just, there's so many connections that I make with her work, and I just love it. So I bought 2 skeins from her, and 1 skein will be for one prize, 1 skein will be for another prize for the Halloween contest that we're doing in the crochet club. I'm gonna I have a couple other things that I want to acquire for those prizes to make them like really cool prizes for fall/Halloween, and so I'm happy I got that done. I'm gonna talk, and I'm gonna like keep going, and I'm not gonna stop when I should stop. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm on my last round. All right. Then unexpectedly, I met Marley Bird. I had a geek out moment. I admit, I like saw her and I stopped, and she was talking with somebody, and I just did that thing that we all, some of us do. I'm not gonna say we all do. I'm not gonna blanket statement it, but I did that thing where like she was talking with someone, and I was like looking at her and like pretending to window shop while I was like looking at her, and like, oh, what's over here? What you doing? Like, oh, what's over there? And I waited till she was done talking, and then I slowly approached her. I was like, hi, you're Marley Bird. I am a big fan, and I just wanted to say hello. And at first, she didn't know who I was, and she's like, oh, hi, like, what do you do? And I told her about my channel. She's like, what's your channel name? And I'm like, it's Crochet with Tiffany. She's like, you're Crochet with Tiffany? I was like, you know who I am? And she's like, yeah. I was like, I had a moment. So cool. But she is the coolest person. I mean, I'm finding that so many people I'm meeting that are crochet content creators are just amazing people. Tony from TL Yarn Crafts, amazing person. I have met, not in person, but I have had personal conversations with Mikey of the Crochet Crowd, amazing person. Who else have I met? Oh my gosh. My brain is just not working. I'm just gonna say the people that I've met, the people that I've met that are crochet content creators are amazing, and I'm including you, Nessa, and I'm including, oh my gosh, my brain, my poor brain. I love you, and I'm sorry that I'm not thinking right now. Guys, help me out. I'm so embarrassed. Brain work. Crochet club member, has a channel. Nessa, you work with her. Michaela, I'm so sorry. My poor, thank you, Mary. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Michaela, I love you. But yeah, Michaela is also an amazing person. And yeah, Michi, thank you. And YouTuber. So the more people I meet the more excited I am to be a part of the community. You know, it's so cool. Ah. I do have to admit, somebody on Friday, they're like, can you find any handmade crochet hooks? And I was sure that I would find some because this is the biggest event in Dallas, or I mean, in Texas. It's the biggest fiber festival in Texas. And I was like, I'm sure that there's someone who makes crochet hooks. But no, there's not. Yeah, Tiffany, it's why I mentioned you record the whole event the whole time is a lot of work. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, being live the entire time would be crazy. I was live 2.5 hours on Friday. I remember looking at my Instagram, like the clock, and I was like, really? Seriously? Oh my gosh. And the whole time I'm just on, you know, just like trying to be present, give really good, not feedback, but just like be a good narrator of what's happening so people can enjoy the live as well. But that was a lot of talking, a lot of talking. So I think, honestly, guys, depending on how, I think I might just move tomorrow's crochet club. I have scheduled to show a stitch. I haven't had any opportunity to work on that stitch, so that way it's ready for tomorrow. So I think I'm going to go in the crochet club and move it to next week. I'm going to move it in the calendar. So if anyone here was looking forward to that stitch along tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to be ready. So I'm just going to bump it a week. If anyone has any questions on that, I'll even make a little like announcement in the community to let people know, because I want to make sure that is a really good quality instruction, and I'm not ready. All right, cool. It's a little square. It's dark. There, put on my blue so you can see the blue. The thing that's really neat about this little granny square, see if I can show you. It has, it's hard to see because it's so dark. It has post stitches that's like 2 lines up here, 2 lines down there, 2 lines to the side, 2 lines to the side. I'm making something for my daughter. I got this gorgeous green color, and I was like, it instantly made me think of her because she is so earthy. Oh, Nessa, I need to contact you about homesteading. I need to email you because she is just so wanting to connect to roots and be part of nature, and she wants to homestead so bad and learn more about all the things to take care of herself. And so I got this yarn and I instantly thought of her, and I was like, what can I make you? And she was like, I want a top. Can you make me an open, airy top that I can put over a tank top? I'm like, cool, but knowing you are a teenager, can you go on Pinterest and maybe show me some pictures of something that you might like so I can have some direction? Because I was like, last thing I want to do is put forth a ton of time and effort and, you know, use this yarn, and then she's like, I don't like it. You know, I'm like, this is okay. So making sure that I do all the things, and she picked a couple tops, and there was a common look, and the common look was it looked like a bunch of granny squares subtly joined together to make just something light and airy. But it wasn't the normal granny square. It was like one top, just from the look that me dissecting it, right? It looked like the closed granny square, where it was just like closed stitches. And then the other one was, it was like the granny square that has little shapes on the side. So it's like double crochets in the middle, and then some kind of like puff on the side, you know, to make those diamond or square shapes. And I was like, okay, I'm seeing this theme. They're all squares. They're just different. It's not the typical granny square. So I pulled out my book because I have a book obsession. Okay, I get it. I have a couple granny square books, but I pulled this one out because I was like, I want it to look nice. She's a teenager. And, oh, I can just show you here. I can show you the little example in here of the one that I picked for her. Oh, that's hard to see in the picture too. Oh my gosh. All right, we'll try. But it's supposed to look like that. Right there. But put that back. The only thing is, of course, I promised her I would make her a top, and she's seeing me start to make it. So of course she wants it yesterday. She's like, so Mom, you said you were gonna make me a top. Like, are you gonna make me a top? I'm like, I'm working on it. Like, it's a personal project, okay? You come in second. Like, oh my gosh. Whips, man. Whips. Closing. The other thing with granny squares, and we've talked about this before, is you look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, so easy. Make a bunch of those, no problem. You know, it's very deceptive. And then I put them in line. I'm like, oh, it just took me how long to make one? I'm thinking that the back panel is going to be 5 tall by maybe 5 wide, so like a square I think I'll just do on the back, and then the front I'll do 2 rows, 2 rows of 5, 2 rows of 5, and then I will, like the sleeves, I might even do some granny squares for the sleeves just to make it very boxy, and then I will do a nice like border on the front that I'll buy like really fancy brass buttons or something, you know, classy it up for her. And I think brass will look really good with this color. Now keep it that earthy kind of look. And yep, do the border on the front where I can do buttonholes on one side and buttons on the other. Or maybe I'll do snap. I'll figure it out. I'm not there yet. I'm not at that part in the project yet. And then a nice little border on the bottom. And what do I have right now? I think this makes 10. I think this is number 11. So I still have, if I'm doing, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have 34 squares left to go just for the back and the 2 front panels. And then the sleeves will probably be 2. Yeah, I could probably get away with a short sleeve. I'll ask her how long she wants her sleeve to be. Probably 4 granny squares, 2 on the front, 2 on the back for the sleeve. So 4, 8, so 30. I have 42-ish more granny squares to go. Okay, we got this, we can do this. Maybe by Christmas, maybe. All right, Nessa, I see you say she may also like Morale Fibers crochet designs. They're more bohemian type. Oh, cool. I'll check in with her. She has a pretty mandala vest. Ooh, I think she lives in North Carolina. A cool crochet tree. That's awesome. I was making a vest. You're making a vest? Love that.
So you were yes, very
It feels good just sitting. Just finally sitting and crocheting, dinking around a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11. cool. It's been really neat people watching. Are you guys, anyone here a people watcher? Hi, I got the man 2002. Hello. Anyone in here a people watcher? I like people watching. It's really cool to be at a festival and people watch though, because a lot of people are making, or they're wearing handmade, like something they handmade. It's almost like a show and tell kind of feature. Like, I'm going to the event, I'm gonna wear something that I made just to represent the craft and share, something that you can do with this amazing yarn that we are all observing right now, looking through. So it makes people watching even more fun. Seeing what people did, what they created. It's inspiring, but another thing that I'm finding is some of the stuff is, I overcomplicate a lot of things. I feel like I need to use really complicated stitches to get people interested in the project, or I feel like I need to reinvent the wheel, like make something that no one's ever seen before, and that's really not the case most of the time. It's like just something very basic, just change the stitch kind of thing. And so I really appreciate seeing what other people make and remembering that you can really keep it simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it. And that just helps me a lot. I have a ton of designs that I've drawn up that I can't wait to create, get out of my head, off of the paper, and actually into a physical form. That'd be amazing. Oh, that's what you're saying, Nessa. The vest itself has a tree on the back. Oh, that is really cool. She says it's an old whip. She has a very cool Tunisian crochet elf coat that is on your list that you want to make. And you like to people watch too. Cool. What are you guys up to today? What are you doing? How are you enjoying your Sunday? Today it's slower today. Here, they actually are closing up shop at 3. They close at 3 o'clock today. Not Bonnie. Dawn ends her class at 1. I told her I want her to sign my skein of yarn. I bought one of her skeins because I was like, gosh, I have to have a skein that the Dawn Barker made. She's like, stop it. It's like, I need you to sign it. But her class ends at 1. She's doing a technical color pooling class. Next year I might actually try to dip my toe in teaching some classes in person. I might give it a try. See how that feels. Oh, you're relaxing. That sounds lovely. Nessa, you say her crochet tree is separate, but you decided to make it into a vest for me instead of a wall hang. Ah, see? Cool. I love when our creative brain can do that. We can take a project that was meant for something else and change it up and do something different. I love doing that kind of stuff. It kind of makes projects pretty endless. Oh, Agale Man. Oh, hi, Brenda. Welcome. Godly Man says, where are you? I am at the DFW Fiber Festival right now. Dallas-Fort Worth Fiber Fest is the largest fiber festival in the whole state of Texas. This thing is humongous. Walking the whole thing in one day is very mentally overstimulating. There's so much yarn. At first you look at the yarn very closely, right? You look at the details, you see the depth, you see the textures, you see the fibers, you see how the colors are blended, how the variegations look. Some people did big color sections. Other people did like the yarn colors are very integrated with each other. There's no separation of color. And you just see details, and it's really cool. But by the end, you're like, there's more yarn. It's almost not fair. Like where you start, where you end. If you have the opportunity to spend an entire day here and break it up, like do half of it before lunch, then leave, go eat lunch, and then.
Andy, if you're in the building, I have a gift for you at the information booth.
Woohoo!
I think I found her.
And then you come back after lunch and you do the second half. I think that you could probably take in more detail. I did find myself, because I did a live walking the whole thing on Friday and then again on Saturday, I was like, you know what, the second time I'm going to try to find things that I may have missed the first time. I'm going to look deeper into the booths. I'm going to try to go into booths and really look at products and see, like really focus on the details as much as I can, because the first time you go, you kind of gloss over, right? You're like, okay, like walking the aisle, just kind of maintaining a consistent pace, just looking, seeing, trying to find something that just like pops and grabs your attention. You're like, okay, there we are. But that's by the end of the event, if you try to do that, your brain is just gone, right? So I've done that a couple times. Been like, what did I miss? What did I miss? Even today, day 3, right? 4 for me because I was here at setup. Even today, I found myself taking extra pictures of things that I was like, oh, I missed that. It's going to be a really cool compilation video. I hope I can capture everything and do it justice. Come here.
It really annoys me. I try to get
It's slow.
Come on, the whole crowd.
Yep. I'm doing behind the scenes. So this is my smaller behind the scenes channel on YouTube. Guys, check these people out. This is
We're twinning in her top.
Yay! I got to move.
Oh.
There you go.
Perfect.
Oh,
I'm one of a Kate.
thank you. I was going to call
Humble.
you something completely different. I was like, I know it's Kate, but it's like, I like Kate. No, it's not I like Kate. I like Kate, but that's not your name.
One of a Kate.
One
Like
of a Kate.
kind.
Yes, she's on YouTube. She's a knitter, and she does incredible work, and she's way too small. We need to grow her up a little bit.
Oh,
So-
thank you. Yes.
So, yes,
Absolutely.
please check out, so YouTube, and is it all the same handle?
Yes.
All the same handle, One of a Kate, on Instagram, YouTube. Where else are you?
Ravelry.
Ravelry,
TikTok.
TikTok.
I haven't posted
Yes,
TikTok in a
TikTok.
long time.
I know, it's-
actually.
It's different.
Yeah. I
Wow.
like Facebook is the one I least am on.
Really?
Like every
Yeah.
now, like my Instagram just like goes there, but I'm never on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very different group of people. So if you have an ability to like Instagram people, hi. I'm sorry, you guys are getting this too. So Instagram, it's more like people want the quick entertainment.
Yeah.
Facebook wants the community.
Yeah.
So they want you to talk to them.
Yeah.
And they want the story.
Yeah.
Like, give me the story. So if you can get more of that, and they're also a little bit more loyal.
Really? Because I
they're
did not find it
connecting
that
with-
way before.
Give it some time.
I just don't trust Facebook because they've taken my stuff before. So I had to. I did have one of a kind, and now it's official one of a kind on Facebook because they said no more anymore, and I didn't even do anything.
Really?
Yeah, so I get scared of that.
I don't know about that.
So I love Instagram.
There you go.
Just like I do the Instagram.
But whatever. Well, I've also heard people say find what you love and just like nurture
Yes.
that
Yeah,
like crazy
big time.
too.
Big
Because
time.
it's easy to. There's so much they want you to. They want you to spread so thin,
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
right? But if you find what you really love, just nurture that.
Yeah.
Really, really good. But
You're good at that on the YouTubes.
I try.
It's nice to meet everybody. Yes.
Awesome. Enjoy the rest of the festival, guys.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you. I have the same bag.
She's so cute.
Yeah, it's no problem.
So cute. What is her channel name? One of a Kate. Can I text in here? Nope, it says start a poll. Nope. I'm like nope. I can't text in here. I can usually do it on my computer if I'm on my computer, but I'm not. One of a Kate. I'm sure if you search for it, it'll pop up. She's such a cutie. Yep, something like that. Try it. I'd show you, but you're on my phone. Nessa, I still need to catch up on filming yarn unboxings of my recent yarn orders. That sounds like fun and other content, but tired. Very pretty tops. Yeah, they had. See again, like the people watching and stuff. It's really cool. It's funny. I came here I wore my Tiffany top here yesterday because I was like, I want to wear something that I made, but the other things I wear, I was like, I just want to be bright and look kind of cute, so that way, because I'm representing, right? I have to be kind of made up. My hair is whatever it is today. It's day 3. I'm giving myself some grace, but like I tried to be really bright and colorful and a little catchy because there's been some administration that might need to find me and be like, hey, Tiffany, come here. And I want to make sure that it's easy to find me. But yesterday I wore my Tiffany top. But like I said, people watching, seeing what other people wear. But your yarn unboxings, it's funny, when I get home, I can share that with you guys, cool. When I get home, I should have a couple boxes myself, and one of them I can unbox, do like an unboxing. And I would probably do that here on my behind the scenes channel, because unboxing videos, like what I will be doing is not exactly what the type of content that I would show on my main channel, but I have yarn coming from We Crochet. They sent me yarn for me to start designing a Boggy Creek blanket. I reached out to them because I had a meeting with Juan, the yarn addict. I feel the other channels. There's like 4 different channels. One is the one I just recognize and know because Michaela talks about him often, and Nessa, you've referred to him. Mary, you've referred to him. So like, I feel like I just know Juan at this point. I even told him that. I was like, I feel like I know you. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. But when I was having a meeting with them, they were talking about the type of colors that a lot of kids gravitate towards, and it was a lot of color, but there's also like the teenage boy that might show up to one of the camps and they don't want a lot of color. And so I'm like, I'm gonna start with one, and I found some colors on the We Crochet site, and I asked them, I was like, would you be willing to help sponsor some yarn so I can create this project? And they said, yeah, sure. So I have that box of yarn at home right now waiting for me. so I can dig in and start tinkering with the Boggy Creek blanket. I'm hoping to release that in November because you may or may not remember I said that the month of September, focusing on soap sacks. So yes, we're still in the month of September, so we're still doing the soap sack campaign. If you have had the opportunity to make at least one, please send that in to Stacy so that way we can just keep boosting that up. I did set a goal of 500, and that's not all going to Stacy necessarily. That's also like if anyone wants to donate locally and just let me know, hey, I donated 5 to my local place that's right around the corner. You know, I think 500 is achievable for us. The amount of people that want to participate, if everyone donated one, I would just need 500 people to donate one. And I have already heard one woman donated 50 and another woman donated 30 already, you know, so. Wait. Come here. I am live on my behind the scenes YouTube channel.
Oh.
And I saw you holding some Noro.
Yes.
So first you're going to introduce yourself and then you're going to show what you got.
Sure.
Okay, wait. We need to, there we go. I think we can capture both of us here.
Good
Please
morning,
introduce yourself.
everybody. I am Tania. I am the natural_crow knitter 83 here on Instagram. And I crochet first, as you can tell.
Yes,
But
beautiful.
I'm a knit second person, so I can bi-stitchable. And I just got some Noro from
Oh, that's so pretty.
On the Lamb yarn shop here. I think they're in Grapevine. Yes.
Mary, or Gabalot Crochet here, she got me hooked on Noro.
Noro's
So
great.
she's going to love that.
Yeah. And I got three.
You got 3 of them? Oh, I mean, you have to get enough to do something with,
Yeah.
right?
I think I'm going to knit a ranunculus.
What's that?
So it's a super various size top.
Okay.
You can knit it in like whatever size needle you want and get whatever drape you want.
Wow.
So the first one I knit in unspun yarn with some mohair,
Okay.
and I knit it to size.
Gotcha.
So it's fit, but it's not so fit. But a lot of people, they knit theirs in linen, they knit it in wool, they knit it in silk.
Wow.
They knit it on small needles, they knit it on big needles. They got like so much drape, they got not enough drape. Yeah, you can, ranunculus is a very versatile pattern. If you don't know what it is, you should look it up.
How do you spell it? Do you know? I put you on the spot.
R-A-N, Ulysses.
Maybe this is probably misspelled, but there we go. A ranunculus
I know
top.
it's a flower.
It's a flower top.
Yeah. It's
And
a
then tell me your name again.
it's Tania,
That's how you spell it.
T-E-N-I-A. And then Instagram, it's the natural _
Natural
crow knitter, because I
Crow.
crochet and knit.
K-N-I-T.
Yep,
Crow knitter.
83. Because 83 is the best year, baby. If you
Well,
can't-
I was 84, so I'm.
I mean, 80s is the best year.
There you go.
That's the best decade. Which means you grew up in the 90s.
I did.
Yes.
Oh yeah, girl.
Yes. And
I'll make sure I put that in the description too for all y'all.
I'm here.
Cool.
I saw somebody
Loving
saw
her
me-
top. We're all loving her top.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Somebody saw me on your Instagram live.
Oh, did I?
And she sent me a message, so we already follow. And she was like, is this you? If it's not, you got a twin. I was like, no, that's me.
That's hilarious. Oh, I'm so excited that somebody followed you.
Well, I'm
off
so
of
glad
that.
I met you, because I'm going to do your top here soon.
Ooh, which one?
The one that was in the
Oh,
Fiber
my
Lady
first
video?
t-shirt.
Yes.
I mean, again, I think we talked about that, how you wanted to like shorten it a little bit. But yeah, the whole idea behind that top is please adjust the crap out of it if you want. I wanted to make like a simple template that if you wanted to do like color work inside, like Tunisian, or if you wanted to adjust it in any way, like you could. It's just a blank canvas.
I love
Or
it.
you could just blank canvas, like follow it like the t-shirt that's in there.
I'm going to follow the t-shirt.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of colors too you could pick. You literally could just follow that, just choose a different
And
color.
stripe.
Ooh.
I love a good stripe or a good color block.
Yeah. Oh, girl.
I'm just
See?
saying.
Look at you.
I got
Already
you.
the brain
Listen,
is like,
don't worry, I'm be tagging you.
please.
Everybody gonna see what I do.
I love it. I love it.
I love this bag.
Thank you. Oh, it's delicate.
Of course it is.
Right? It's their tote.
Mm.
It's yummy.
My little old snap bag is a delicate bag too.
Oh yeah,
So
I got
love
that one
rainbows.
too.
Yes.
I got that one too
Love
because
rainbows.
Shout out to Della Q. Right? All right, girl. I'll let you go do
Thank you. I'm about to dip out. I got a 3-hour drive.
Oh, girl. Okay, safe drive. Safe
Okay,
travels.
thank you. I'll see you later.
Yes. See what happens when we just sit here? I'm gonna end up like taking this home so that way I can like keep that for my own brain, my own memory. See, already having like people to chat with, keeping this alive. Try it in the hipster cotton. Ooh, yes. Well, even Tammy in our crochet club, she made it with like big stripes, like 3 colors. She striped it, and it looked really cool how she did it. La la la. Oh gosh. Oh, hi, Arrow. Arrow lover. Welcome. Yes, Mary, your top came out really nice. I love it. I'm going back in the chat. Yes, she's got, yeah, thank you, Nessa. Charm Granny, Nina's Knots, I think. Yes, thank you guys so much for bringing that up, because a few of them actually have whole playlists for blankets for Boggy Creek that you could make. A lot of people have been showing some interest in chevrons and wave blankets, though. I've read a lot of comments of people being curious to make those type of blankets, so I'm gonna make mine a chevron with lots of color. I think it's gonna be really pretty. No, We Crochet doesn't sell Noro. Nope, they don't. Yeah, so We Crochet has their own. They have their own yarn line. They also have some Lion brand on their website as well. But I heard that they are going to start transitioning some things. So that's why I was like, okay, show some love. We Crochet yarn is also very economical. The price tag is lower, so it's more achievable to get. It's more financially friendly. And I wanted to focus on that as well for a charity blanket. So people could still enjoy the yarn and not feel like they have to spend a lot of money, especially on a charity blanket. Tania, the natural. Thank you, Nessa. I love it that you wrote that in there. Thank you. I don't remember, but you could ask her. Reach out to her about the name of the top that she was wearing. Yeah, one of the Kate we saw earlier. What is your whip? So I'm working on a bunch of, I'm gonna keep it simple because I'm just sitting here and I don't want to have to count. I don't want to have to count, so I'm keeping it simple. I'm just making a bunch of granny squares for an open cardigan that I'm making for my daughter. That's gonna be like short sleeve, something she can throw over a tank top. La, la, la. Work a little bit more. Got slow. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, today's just a chill day. I like it. If there's anything that you guys want to see, I could probably go find it for you too. Honestly, Mary, the only booth that had Noro that I saw was on the lamb shop. And I think Dania just bought like a third. Like they didn't bring a lot of Noro, but I think she just bought a third of what they had provided, what they brought with them. Oh, last night I saw a brand new beanie design that I'm gonna tinker with. I got inspired last night by this. So there's a lot of knitters. There's a lot of knitters here. But I'm okay with transitioning a knit item and trying to find a way to crochet it. And I know, right, Mary? Most of it is personally hand dyed. So I'm like, okay, I get that. But, so I don't know how to exactly explain it, but this guy talked about, he was wearing this really neat beanie. The design was very different. And I went up and I asked him, I was like, I'm curious about your beanie. Like, how is that structured, right? And he said, I'm gonna have to find the pattern. It's a knit, but it starts in the shape of a shawl triangle, and then you keep working the top of the shawl triangle until it can make its way around your head. And then after that, you start closing up, seaming like the sides of the triangle. So you'll take the top of the triangle and you'll make it a circle. So you'll join those 2 points, and then you'll take the bottom part of the triangle and you'll fold it in, and then you'll just start slowly like seaming back and forth. It closed. That's like kind of how he explained it. And since he's like, the pattern itself looks confusing. Like if you were to just read it, you'd be like, what the heck? He's like, just trust the process. Trust the pattern, trust the process. And I was like, okay. And he's like, if you can do that, then it'll just like work itself out. And I was like, all right. But I don't knit, so I'm I'm trying to not only figure out how this pattern was structured, but also how to convert it from knit to crochet. So I'm like, the idea of making a beanie that way blew my mind. I was like, there's another way you could do it, right? There's another way. It's cool seeing how people do things so differently, right? It's not all just one way. There's never just one way of doing something, right? Crazy. You've heard, Nessa, you said you've heard that converting knit to Tunisian crochet is easier. I can see the stitches look more similar. The stitches definitely look more similar. I don't have enough experience with Tunisian yet. I did start something though. I'll show you. So I brought 2 projects because I was like, if I'm not feeling one, I might work on the other. So the other project that I brought is Tunisian because Nessa, you mentioned in our live, our crafters gathering, something about the full stitch. So I was taking a peek at other stitches. I think that's what this is called. Kind of just going off of vague memory right now. But the full stitch, I used this exact same yarn on a men's scarf 2 years ago, where it was all just front post double crochet stitches because I really liked the vertical line that it created. I thought it was really pretty. It looked very masculine too. Like a lot of, whenever I ask any guys what I could make them, most of them, they're fine with the beanies, they're fine with the scarves, they're fine with a wearable, but they want the stitches to be very simple. They don't want extravagant or foofy. They want just the stitches to be very, very simple, streamlined, and just work with color. And when I'm thinking about doing a streamlined stitch, the post stitches seem to work really well, just having those lines, vertical lines up and down. And hello. Here, I'm gonna look here so you can see like me, like take a picture of me like doing my thing.
Yeah, and I was gonna say you're on live, right?
Yeah, I am.
Try not to talk.
Not at all. Good to see you. Yes, I am Tiffany. Who are you?
Christine.
Christine. Here, I'm
Johnson.
gonna give you a hug.
Okay.
Do you mind being on camera?
No, not at all. Not at all. Oh, it's so good to meet you. I watch all your videos. I've learned so much from you. So I've been crocheting for several years, but I just always come back to your videos. I've always watched them, and we were walking by, and I was like, oh my God, okay, I'm gonna try to be cool. And I'm trying to sneak a picture.
I love it. Oh, you're the sweetest. Oh my gosh. No, thank you for the support of the channel. I'm glad that I could be helpful.
Oh, completely. I learn something every time I watch one of your shows.
I love it. You're the best. Thank you. You as well. I hope you enjoy the show and reach out to me if there's ever something you're curious to try.
I will. I will definitely. I'm a little overwhelmed. There's a lot of yarn.
Yes, because I did this twice. I did this whole thing Friday, this whole thing Saturday, and today I'm like, my brain is done.
Yeah, and I started in the back, started doing the back, and I'm looking for like a 3-weight, maybe merino cotton blend for a sweater, maybe. But you know, yeah. So
You'll find it.
I'm running
It's
around.
here somewhere.
Oh, they're all over.
Yeah, right?
There was West 7th had some
They
really
are,
lovely
they're,
yarn.
yes, they are some of my favorites. Tell them Tiffany sent you. Yeah, because I love Hunter and Amy. They're great. But yeah, I think the first thing is do a full loop. You know the deal.
Oh, yeah.
Do the full loop, find what you love, write down, because you'll forget.
Oh yeah, I've been
Write
like
down
pulling
where
everybody
it
up on
was,
Instagram,
and then
yeah.
come back to it afterwards, because you might find one, and then later you'll find one you love even more.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for saying hi.
Ma'am, and I'll see you online.
Yes, absolutely, please.
Yes, will do.
Bye. Oh, and pleasure. Thank you for supporting.
Yes,
absolutely.
always loyal subscribers.
Yay! So cool. Question for you. Question for everyone. If you are a crocheter, put this emoji. Oh my gosh. I think everybody that I've seen so far here in the chat is, but I think A Godly Man 2002 is trying to get all y'all to engage. Be like, here. The Tunisian fabric usually comes out thicker than knit. Yep. I could see that. So it may need thinner yarn and smaller hooks. Makes sense. Love the full stitch, also known as a goblin stitch. Really? That's cool. The number of stitches that have multiple names. I mean, I've had people on many of my stitch videos, they'll be like, I think that's actually called the stitch. And I'm like, it might be both. It might be both. Or is that actually this stitch? I'm like, maybe. It could be. There's some stitches that I know that have like 5 different names. And sometimes that's because somebody will use the stitch and they're trying to create, either they're trying to create a pattern, design where they're trying to make it exclusively to them, like, this is the Stephanie, like, and it's like a blanket they made with that stitch, and then people just think that that's the name of the stitch, or it's, or they're people that don't know names of stitches, so they just give it a name. There's a book that I have, actually. It's 100 different blanket patterns, and they don't name any of the stitches in the book. They just say, this is number 1, this is number 2, number 3, number 4. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. So I used many of those stitches from the book in my 2024 sampler blanket crochet along project, those big squares, because they were beautiful stitches. I really liked them. But because they didn't have any names, some of them I just kind of gave a name. And if I had to give it a name, I even mentioned that in the video, like, hey, this was number this. It didn't have a name, so I'm just assigning it this name. Just to let people know that it might not, there might be an actual official name for it. So you said, I remember you saying that, and I said that this stitch the full stitch / goblin stitch makes a nice squishy fabric. I remember you saying that, and so I decided, I like started playing with it. I tested it a little bit to see if I even liked it, and I was like, oh, that would be great for a men's scarf pattern. And so I just kept with it. I was like, I like how simple it is. I like that it is flat. It doesn't take anything away from the color. It doesn't compete. And I thought that it just worked up really nicely. So, oh, that's what I was talking about before. 2 years ago when I used this yarn to make the men's scarf, it was all front post double crochet stitches. If you blocked it, it looked really beautiful and streamlined, had a lot of texture, but looked really nice. But the whole thing has a tendency to curl because post stitches just naturally curl. They're tighter, and yes, you can crochet them looser, or you can use a larger crochet hook, something. You can block it to try to help it to lay flat, and it will temporarily, but it'll still eventually naturally have or come back to its little bit of curl. And so I was like, oh, I want to take this yarn and I want to try something different. So this is me trying something different. When I do the full stitch tutorial in the crochet club, I will use this project to kind of demo an example what it looks like in a bigger project form. Nessa, you said you've done it with super bulky and bulky yarn too for a full stitch. Ooh, I bet that works up really pretty. People really struggle with bulky and super bulky yarns because they don't know what to do with it. There's not it's not like you can use that for every single project type. You are a little more limited on the projects that you can use that size yarn with. And people don't often know what stitches to use for that type of yarn either, because some stitches will be too tight for that type of yarn, or like a bobble stitch made with super bulky yarn becomes like this massive bobble. It's like huge, and you're like, that's a lot. So just having an idea of what stitches to use with said yarn is really helpful. Maybe I should write up and share those patterns. You should. I mean, you're already busy, but I think that if you did some patterns that you could even sell, that'd be really cool. Sell, share. I think that'd be really neat if you did that. I'm excited to see your yarn unboxings. What else do I have coming? Yeah, so I can do a yarn unboxing from We Crochet soon. I have a lot of content that I could do too, Nessa. You're right. Time. It's all about time, right? Next, I need to talk to Janessa. I need to remember to talk to Janessa. She's here. Morgan's here too. Those of you who were at my crochet retreat, you'll remember Janessa was the yarn dyer and Morgan was the weaver. They're here. It's really cool. I could do, what else do I have coming my way? I have a giveaway that I'm setting up for next month. Oh, if you guys don't know, I have a giveaway going on right now on my main channel for some yarn and there's a pack of crochet hooks, ergonomic crochet hooks, and a tumbler. I'm doing that giveaway on Saturday. Bye. Announcing the winner on Saturday. So if you haven't gotten in on that, get over there. But I have something coming for a giveaway happening next month. And then I'm also I'm also going to be working with
$40 left. So
doing an unboxing with Universal Yarns too. Have you guys ever heard of Universal Yarns? And the mood bags. I'm going to be doing something with them in November, but they're sending it to me now so I can prep, record, take lots of images, you know, get that looking really sharp and crisp. So I got something coming from them. Yeah, it's really cool. Yarn, yarn, yarn. So Nasa. Yeah, she says, "Oh, thank you," and I was like, "Yeah, you definitely need to do that." Then she mentions the yarn that she has to unbox. Mary, you might like that specific yarn. I haven't done Bag a Day Crochet's yarn boxing order from her. You got a Bag a Day Crochet box? Cool. Yeah. Wow. Very cool. I can't wait for your unboxings. Nessa says, I think I saw Universal Yarn. Is it Premier or Hirschner's? Premier or Hirschner's may have it on their site, but Universal Yarns is actually its own company. You might have some Universal Cotton. That's really neat. Ooh. Purple variegated roving. Ooh. That yarn box is a bougie box. Yes, it is. That's one reason why I asked in the giveaway. I was like, what yarn do people seem to gravitate more towards? Bougie yarn or bargain yarn? Just to educate me a little bit more on my audience. And what I'm hoping for is to show people other locations they can purchase bargain yarn, so they don't have to feel like they're limited to just big box stores, that they can find bargain yarn other locations, and really nice bargain yarn. And also educate people on bougie yarn, because some people feel like they can't afford bougie yarn, so they don't even give it a try. They don't think, they don't know what they could do with bougie yarn. They don't know the possibilities, that the doors that can open up. Oh, bye, Mary. Have fun with your brother. And so I'm hoping to do some bougie yarn unboxings too, to educate people, not to show people, oh, look at the yarn you can't afford. Like, that's not what it's about. It's more about, let me educate you on what else is out there and what you can do with it. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you would like to play with it, or you maybe get something in a mystery box and you're like, I don't know what to do with this, I can give you some inspiration and ideas, right? Just more awareness and education on different yarn out there. So I'm really excited to do that, especially with the Universal Yarn. It'll be fun. Do a few rows here. For those of you who just joined, I am here at the DFW Fiber Festival. It is Sunday, last day. And I decided, today I just want to sit, craft, and people watch. It's fun to people watch, especially at these events, because a lot of people are wearing their handmade wearables. And it's neat to see what they did, the colors they chose. It's inspiring. It's also really cool to see who's here. I met Marley Bird here. She had to leave this morning, so she's not here today. But she is an amazing person. So funny, so funny. Dawn Barker is here. She's teaching a class right now. I bought one skein of her yarn because it's Dawn Barker yarn. She's the famous person that created assigned color pooling. She's the biggest sweetie. So sweet. And it's really cool to see other content creators here as well, and just try to lift them up and show them some love. Keep their passion alive. There we go. Hi Samantha, you're back. Today is day 4. Tired today, very tired. I've walked this entire event probably 5 or 6 times. It's a lot to take in, very stimulating.
Yeah.
Even today, day 4 of me being here, I'm still taking pictures of things that I missed the other 3 days that I've been here. So it's really amazing how much is here and how much you can still miss because just so much to see. I think I'm starting to lose my voice. But it has been such an amazing experience. So I got a couple things that I'm working on. I just brought projects that I could tinker on and not count, just those no-brainer type of projects. This is a scarf that I'm playing with Tunisian crochet. My crochet club has got me hooked on Tunisian crochet. A lot of people were curious to learn, and so we've been working on some basic stitches over there, and I've just been having a lot of fun doing something different, trying something new. It's still playing with yarn, it's still a crochet hook, it's just done a different way, and it's kind of caught my attention a little bit, doing something new. It's like, ooh, that's cool. So I've got this project, and then I also have some granny squares that I'm working on for another project. What are you working on right now? Well, it's there whenever you are ready to give it a try, Samantha. You know where to find it. We would love to have you. Oopsie. But yeah, today's chill day. Chill day.
So I'm just like, girl, like, what am I supposed to do? So annoying by that.
What time is it? 12:41. Right, I'll stick on here for a little bit longer with you guys. I know that Dawn's class ends at 1.
Attention in the vendor hall. Attention in the vendor hall. I am looking for Camille Azula Smoot. Camille, if you're still in the building, I have a gift for you at the registration information booth, not the registration booth.
So at 1 o'clock, Dawn Barker her class ends, and I want to try to find her because I bought one of her yarn. I bought a skein of her yarn, and I told her, I was like, I'm gonna buy a skein of your yarn. I want you to sign it. And she's like, stop it. So I want to be obnoxious, and I want to go up to her, and I want her to sign it. It's just funny, but it's gonna be one of those skeins. I have a couple skeins of yarn that are hand dyed, and they are so memorable, and they have such sentimental value that they have become just decor items in my workspace because the memory of what they signify, it's really hard for me to bring myself to actually make something with it. Though at the same time, I tell myself, you know, you should still probably make something with it, because then it'll still hold the same sentimental value, but now you'll be able to actually use it, and it's not just taking space on your shelf. And I'm like, nah. What would you do? I need your help, guys. What would you do if you had a really, really special yarn that had sentimental value? Or maybe you do. Maybe this is something that you are currently doing. Do you leave it alone and let it just be a decor item, or do you make something with it? What do you think? Oh, it would be cool to see you in person too. Hi, Rose. Welcome. You're working on a wrap using cherry red Lion Brand Pound of Love. Ooh, that sounds really pretty. Really, really pretty. So I was in Colorado, silly. I was just in Denver, Colorado for my crochet retreat in the beginning of August. And Dallas is going to start being really, really nice here in October, November, December. We're not cold in November, December. October, November, December. We are like this really, really nice, mellow fall weather. It's like 70s during that time, 70s, even 80s during that time of year. So it's really beautiful. Great time of year to be here. I will try to, if I have any events that I go to, I'll try to let you guys know well in advance if I'm going to be somewhere. So if you want to try to say hi, try to be there as well. You'll know where I'm at. It's really cool to meet up with people. All right, finish this row. All right, I'm gonna finish right there. That's where we're at. Gosh, we've been on here together for over an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Nessa says, I have the first yarn that was my first hand-dyed hank, and I had won it from Michi, when my channel started. I have that set aside for now, maybe a special project, keep it unused. Yeah, okay, cool, I love that. Yep, retreats, there's a lot involved in them, girl. There's so much involved. Arrow Lover says, I would love it if you would come to Waite Park or St. Cloud, Minnesota. Ooh, Minnesota sounds fun.
Love it.
So, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and let you go now because I want to go try to find Dawn Barker. And this is pretty much, I'm probably going to leave the event here fairly soon. I've done all of the things that I could do. But it was really cool being able to have you guys here with me, hanging out, chilling, just relaxing, crocheting, and seeing all the people stop by, right? Meeting all the other content creators and being able to see all the other people that made an appearance in this video. I hope you guys have a great weekend, finishing Sunday, continue relaxing, and I will hopefully see you guys Wednesday, where I have my Whip Wednesday knockout at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then I'll also have my crafters gathering on Wednesday evening. Take care, everybody. Bye, guys.